And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
I'm coming after you. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check five.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Check three. Quick the edge. 15. Easy.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Mahomes now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And that is caught on the right sideline but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing now is Locke. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To throw it is Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marcus Robinson, 99 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Locke now, 9 of 17 through the air. Now Locke is going to fire. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tim Patrick, 46 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Locke again. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Locke going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
And that's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Another run by Lindsey. That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Going for it all. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go, let's go. You draw forward. Watch out, watch out.
Clock now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Clock now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Block working out of the gun. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go now.
It's a foot race. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. Not that time for Watkins. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Throwing on second down. Lock. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Locke to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. A lot going to throw it here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They look to throw. It's Locke. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll actually throw it with Locke. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Again, it's Locke. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field.
Let's go,